welcome back to the semi-final of the Cup. Just a little bit of a delay there. Great start by Samurai with Cameron Cowell scoring their first try. Great start to the semi-final of the Cup.
Should introduce the legend, the Hong Kong man himself, the Welsh convert, Di Rees, here now, presenting on what arguably is going to be one of the best matches of the tournament.
Yeah, Rees has been a fantastic tournament. Probably the standards this year again. This tournament goes from strength to strength, and been lucky enough to pop down through day one. Not been down here for all the games, but the standard and the quality, particularly at this end of the tournament, is always fantastic, and we can see this is going to be a fantastic semi-final.
And kind of from what you've seen so far, who do you think, who are you tipping to get the glory?
Well, yesterday I was tipping the Scots boys, to be honest, as hometown favourites, but unfortunately, they've made the final of the plate. But I think the winner could be on the field now. Who comes out on top here? Traditionally, two strong sides in the tournament, and this will unfold in the next 25 minutes.
Definitely, and Samurai very hungry to win the competition this year. I've entered it a few times, but that top prize has always kind of eluded them, escaped them at the last moment. So. It's going to be an interesting one for them.
Yeah, Samurai, exactly what you say, Reece. They've come here year after year. They're a great supporter of the tournament, and just come up one too short. Made the final on numerous occasions, but you know, they'll be hungry. Terry Sands, who looks after the Samurai, has invested heavily in bringing quality players in. So I'd like to see a different winner. We've had consistent winners over the last few years, but it's interesting to see how we go with the Samurai game, and obviously the APB. Hugely strong, and we won the tournament in recent years.
Yeah, well, tradition YCAC have also looked pretty strong as well, haven't they, coming in?
YCAC always invest in. They're the dominant sides. You're talking about the two on the field in YCAC, so you know, as I say, it's going to come from. I think it's going to come from this game. What comes out on top here, mind you, want the contact already. They could bash each other to death, and maybe it'll open it up for YCAC.
I think, yeah. I think looking at the way this game has started, the only thing I can confirm is that Matilda's going to be busy later on.
Without a doubt. And I was talking to Craig Hammond recently about the Scots performance, and they're already down to 3 substitutions. And old Amor's player coach is still pulling his boots on, so he's looking forward to the semi-final of that plate. But back to the semi-finals now, and this is going to be a great semi.
Well, certainly so. The Asia Pacific Dragons looking to take a bit of pressure off now, and just had a penalty kick, so they're going to get a line out into the Samurai's half. You know, I've watched this team. They kind of look like they took it easy on day one, but you just know that they've just got kind of gears that they can go through, and they'll just raise the game and their standard to whoever they're playing against.
Certainly do poor throw in there, giving primary possession back to the Samurai team. Great kick. Don't tend to often using the kicking game too much in 10s, but as you get to the latter part of the tournament, you need to have a good kicking strategy as well, and relieve pressure. People fatigue, making mistakes, and there we go.
Well, I think that's the one big thing we've seen in the last few games, is the referee's whistle go a little bit more away. You know, they're a lot more disciplined, and then maybe that tiredness is kicking in, and they're not rolling away quite as quickly, or the sneaky hand starts getting.
Reece, you've been here in Hong Kong long enough. The humidity kicked in last Monday, and with the conditions, you look on fantastic. But in terms of playing, the dehydration and the sort of the fatigue that sets in later in these latter tournaments due to the humidity is right up there, and you can see already mistakes being made because these teams now are tired.
Yeah, as I was saying to the viewers watching this, you know, you'll never be able to get a feel for it unless you're here. The humidity just kind of saps there. It's actually like trying to play a game of rugby in a sauna. It's just the energy levels go through. It's harder to get the breath back, your energy. Staying hydrated is key, and it's extremely difficult. And hopefully these boys have been very disciplined, and will be doing that throughout the day, all ready to.
Reece Downs with a great feed there. Really ball out, great footwork again by number 18, Cameron Cowan. There we go again, mistake. The game lacking continuity. Nearly a turnover ball there by Samurai, but again, a great field position now for the Samurai team. Head and feed by Cameron Cowan. Quality ball again. Pushed into the wide open space. IPB's put superb pressure at the contact area. Pick and go.
And NFL superstar there making a break, Nate.
Great by Nate over there. Scrappy game, messy game.
Nate Edmund, that was him.
7 minutes in, and APBs just can't believe that they turned the ball over. Samurai turned the ball over on a number of occasions, but APBs just rushing things and not calming things down.
Yes, there's 7 minutes into the game. I think they've only come out there 22 once, which was a penalty where they had the throw-in back into the Samurai half. That didn't last long. Straight back down there. As you said, the kicking strategy is vital at these stages of the game.
Danger man Cameron Cowan, linking in, there he goes, he comes, a little bit of space, opened it up, pulling players in.
So it's got to be a try in the corner.
Oh, fantastic, second try. The danger man scored the first try, Cameron Cowan coming in on a block type play. Just looking to see who scored that try. Yeah, it's number 10, James Corey Redden. Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. Great strength displayed by there then.
Great score, critical score just as we move towards final minutes of the first half.
That puts a score at the moment, 12 to Samurai. Yet to get off the score sheet, the Asian Pacific Dragons. You know, they're holding nothing back from the start. This Samurai side, giving everything they've got, keeping the pressure on.
Certainly are. I mean, APBs seem to be running out of gas. They don't seem to be in the game. They haven't started the game, and fair play to Samurai. They've come out. Cameron Cowan missed that kick, but he's been a critical element all tournament. Scoring the first try, and then really pulling the two wide APB boys in to release, as I say, James Corden Redden in for a great try. And there he goes. 4 minutes to go to the half. We've got 12-0 to Samurai.
Yep, so just about to take the kick-off again now. Keep the ball in play. Up to 3 minutes 50 seconds left in this first half.
It's the commentator's nightmare. I'm going telling everyone you're a key man, but the wind is whipped up here and gives a critical play away. 12 points recently, 10-minute halves is nothing. You know, you've got 13 minutes left on the clock, and certainly 12 points is nowhere near enough in terms of sitting back, and it's a critical mistake there. Well, that's interesting. I've lost track of the rules. I thought in 10s that it was a free kick, but obviously
I think they get the option. They can take the free kick or have a scrum. So I think they've opted for that to take that back right in the halfway line, and give them options either side, left or right.
Head and feed for first attacking opportunity really for APB. Let's just see what they can do. Great carry there by number 12 Rocky Havi.
It looks at the moment they're trying to do things quite individually, going up there and hitting the brakes themselves, then trying to do that kind of more standard clear out play again. Whereas the Samurais seem to be interlinking that a little bit more, playing a bit more flow and rugby and support and working for each other that little bit extra. So he's quite isolated there.
Great carry though, in terms of you can get that ball back. Now it's quality. Keeping retention, first time they've kept retention in the game. The Samurai defending exceptionally well. Chance to push it into the spaces. A big carry again. A little offload now, that'll create the space. Looping pass. Good carry. Ball available. Turnover again by Samurai. Fantastic opportunist turnover. It's Cowan again. Great distribution.
There, saw space. 3-on-1 there. It should be a try now. It's a foot race now into the corner.
Great cover tackle.
Good tackle. I think he hit the ball forward there in contact.
Cover tackle by Shannon Chase. And indeed a knock on. And as you see, normally, you know, you get number 10. He's just scored the try. He's fatigued. Cody Redding would have gone to deck in white, pushed the ball about, but there seems to be fatigue out there and substitution being used already. and this is going to be the key to it, the rolling substitutions, getting fresh legs on will be critical as they move into the second half.
So they've just taken the try scorer, James Gordon-Redden, off. Giving him a bit of a breather. It's 2 fantastic runs he's had in this, and he's going to need to get his energy back, certainly for the second half. Just coming to 1 minute left in the first half. Score currently Samurai on 12. The Asia Pacific Dragons.
Jimmy Cowan with a feed. Experienced All Black with some great stars here this weekend. And tap and goal looking for space. Bounce pass. But Samurai keeping the pressure on the APBs and not letting them move. But it's not clicking at the moment. And forced mistake, forced error, really scrappy game. Advantage to be taken here. That's a great distribution. And number 7, Moriyuki. Referee saying offside.
Penalty there to Samurai.
Oh, tap and go. Not 10, I think. I think we bring them back. We just need to slow things down and control the pace of this game. The team that takes the control now as they move in towards with just 16 seconds left on the clock. This could be a critical play now for Samurai. An opportunity here to finish the half with a score and really make it difficult for APB's second half. But Samurai currently leading 12-0 of the APBs in this semi-final of the cup competition at the Hong Kong 10s. Fantastic occasion in the build-up week to the Hong Kong 7s, and the level of this tournament has gone up again. But head and feed to Samurai. Critical play now. We're into the red zone, probably the last play of the first half. So Reese Downs with head and feed for Samurai. I'm glad the ref's smiling. Nobody else is smiling out there. There's all grimaces of fatigue. The head and feed. Good scrum. Clean ball. Oh, lovely little step. And what a fantastic ball out the back. I think he's going to go to the touchline. Hint of a forward pass there. But number 4, Luke Karoka.
A good bit of skill there by Reese Downs, just off the scrum, second players in, offloading that contact like that.
There's the referee awarded. Hint of a forward pass, but no, he's disallowed it. It doesn't look as if it's a... No,
so it's half
no try. They put it on the scoreboard in the stadium here, but I think that's going to have to be taken off. So the rest on the half, critical play that could be, but as we go into half time, it's APP's 0, Samurai 12. Well, welcome back.
Welcome back now to the second half. About to kick off the Asian Pacific Dragons. About to kick off now to the Samurai.
Big 10 minutes now for, 12 minutes I should say. 12 minutes for the APBs. Great take there after kick-off. Early possession for Reece Downs to push it away from the contact area. And really flat. This is where sometimes kicking game starts to come in and control of the game. Samurai will be looking to control this game now, but ball's there for a long time. Need to get a ball away. Cowan with the ball away. Under pressure in your own 22. No, there's a huge backfield to play to. Space.
So APBs have stolen the ball there.
Goes a turnover in the attacking zone. And this is the start of Samurai. Didn't want to see fantastic step there. And what a great try by Abiti Kavika. Fantastic try. And something that, oh my word, goal area. What a disaster for a coach. How frustrating is that?
Equally frustrating for the fantasy, because that would have meant the game went a lot more interesting, a lot quicker.
Allowing now Samurai to drop kick the ball upfield, and what a great drop kick into space as well. APP's having to build again from scrappy and put each other under pressure. Great pressure by the Samurai defence and forcing a turnover. Well from what was potentially a 7-12 game. Now Samurai with head and feet. And the option of a great attacking position just outside the ABB 22. Reece Downs will be looking to get the ball away from his contact area as early as possible. Reece from our own stock. I'm not sure where Reece is. Age grade cap many years ago. He's moved up to London Marsh now, as I've lost the track of Reece actually in recent years. Pontypridd boy. Cardiff Blues. Again, it's away from the contact. You need to stay with the APBs and just about managing to get the ball away, but there's plenty of space. That's where they've got their rewards.
Now here on the right hand side, if they can get the ball out. There's only one defender, 3 attackers. It's whether they can be.
Again, a ball there at Cowan. A lovely little step by Cowan, but you can see already now that the APBs have almost said at half time that they've come out a different team. They're putting each other, putting the guys under pressure, pushing up hard, making their hits. Samurai doing very well to control the play here. Here's a nice little kick into space. Now the pressure needs to come on. Isolate the runner. Oh, just a little bit heavy.
Just a little bit too far.
Chance for Namosi to go to the tap, all in possession, give him straight
the right
back
decision there.
That's an holding penalty there. Into playing the dummy half there. Bodies everywhere. The referee says we'll slow it down and scrum. Mostly Vaco will feed the ball in. But the APBs are going to have to build from deep inside their own 22 now. Neither team has seemed to have been able to exploit space, and there's got very little width to the game. Lacking width actually, probably an indication of certainly isn't because of the angling, but they seem to be two teams that like going to contact. Here we go, and said that. A little bit of width now. First ball carry, ball away. Very well organised and I'm looking at these contact areas. I just looking at the referee in these contact areas, and for me, there's penalties. He needs to be sorted out. He's being very kind to teams by going to scrums. There was blatantly a Samurai player stood on the wrong side there. You can see multiple offences going on and handling the ball in the contact area, and he seems to be blowing up and going to the scrum to the team going forward.
I found that quite interesting because he was having a word there with the Mosi, the scrum half for the APBs, about using his boots, but then there's got to be something. He hasn't said anything to the Samurai's player who's led him alongside. But surely he'd be crucial.
Well, he's allowing at the moment. He seems to be allowing the opposition defence to play the dummy half. Yeah. It's illegal. You just can't play the dummy half. There's a chance now again, a bit of space. The work rate, to be fair, the work rate of the Samurai defence is fantastic. They're keeping their shape. And APBs are finding it very, very difficult to break them down. There's an opportunity now on a recycled ball. And there's the mistake again. Well, that's the first penalty in many times. Miles offside, and he's finally caught it. Quick tap by Musi. Ball inside, a bit of footwork.
I think he'll go a little bit high.
Hint of a high tackle there. I think he could be going to his pocket.
A little bit of argy-bargy there.
Shannon Chase just being caught there. Bit high, but he's yellow. Can't see the colour of the card there. I think it was a yellow card. So Samurai down to 9 men for the next 2 minutes. Chance here then, so we can take advantage of the extra man.
I think that looked a little bit worse than what it was.
I'm not sure he got the right player actually in the bin, but one of them had to go. It was high and difficult when you got a small guy like Shannon, but you got to keep him below the shoulders. Anything now these days with the concussion rules, etc. So chance
3 minutes he'll be in the win for. 3 minutes,
is it? Sorry, seven's more renter. That's the problem. Early ball to the front of the lineup, safe ball. But say for me, there's obstruction there. It's a mess really, the contact area. But APB is managing to retain the ball. They need to score now, I'd say, in the next couple of minutes to make the remainder of this game.
Yeah, so just over 5 minutes left now.
Early ball from number 15.
They seem very isolated, the APBs at the moment whenever they go into the contact.
APB's looking to keep the ball alive now. Opportunity here. Oh, great defence. Great defence by number 16, Jack Bishub. Fantastic defence, pressing and giving the penalty away. I think there's a bit of football acting going on there.
Yeah, I think possibly an Oscar-winning performance, but yeah, he was looking for the referee, and he's still down. You know, not a big fan of that.
Well, covered by Cowan again. He's been a significant player in this Samurai team, but lovely cover. Not recognised that he'd actually carried the ball, only a marginal carry back, but taking no chances and clearing his lines to touch and giving his team a chance to settle. The test judge seems to have seen something. For me again, they seem to have called the obstruction, but for me the official in the middle of the park has seen it clearly, and he's got to make those decisions. So I felt it was a bit more of the acting soccer style there. You won't see a replay, but the referee clearly saw it, let it play on, and then he's gone back to his test judge. Interesting play as well. Cowan's just sticking the ball into the corner, but they haven't secured really good possession at line out, and I think a free play with Samurai down to 9 men, a free play from a contact area. Again, they opened it up again here for potential steal. Anyway, back at the line at least, and we'll see where we go. It's a great ball. Interesting one. Let's get in there. 5, 6, 7 man drive. Cowan on the ball. It's going nowhere now. That's once.
The 6 side now.
Great pressure. Oh, is he going to give it? Is he going to give it? Oh my word. It's just a little bit of fighting on the floor. I think that was probably grounded early, and Salmon didn't have to continue wrestling while the referee got himself in position to see if the ball had been grounded. But what you don't see, you can't give. So no, again,
exactly. There's too many bodies for the linesman at the in the touch area as well to get good vision on that. So
if it's not clear and obvious, I guess they say, but that'll look clear and obvious, but he was out of position. So. So Cowan's with still in a great position.
We've seen quite a few He's in quite a few tries scored in this angle where the scrum half's just taking around the blind side on these. He's opted to play back and field on this.
We've got the extra man now. We've got the extra man, and there. Oh, he's almost put a fantastic defence again. And there could be a counter-attack. Great footwork and a lovely kick as well by number 22, Ben Foley. Fantastic, and now the foot race.
He's got some wheels.
Oh, fantastic footwork by Ben Foley to clear the lines. Just couldn't keep control of that. Needed ball to stay in field. Great foot race by number 11, Joe Malherbe.
It's a good effort. I think you've got it right.
But great pressure. I think this game now is
it must be quite disheartening for the APPs though to have that over that one extra player and to spend that time down there and come away with nothing.
Certainly has. They had that score early on, which was indiscipline, you know, run over the in-goal area, and fair play to Samurai. Samurai have spent most of this half in there. But as we're running down into the last minute of the game now, that 12 points, unless there's a miracle score now from deep inside their own half, it's a Samurai semi-final win, and they're the first team into the cup final. And Samurai, I think, they're going to let this go. They've been exceptionally impressive in defence, pushing the APBs into mistakes, and again you're closing them down. And there's a lost ball and a turnover, and a fantastic turnover.
It's going to be another.
And that's what they based their game on. Fantastic finish to this game. Number 23, Danny Tem, pressurising, turning the ball over, picking the ball up and taking opportunity. Oh, hang on, here we go again. Referee has pulled him back again. He's right on the money there. You can see him. He's giving the try, and for some reason, I suggest the touch judge, he's gone back to decide that there was a knock on, but he didn't blow it. He must have had a call from one of his ARs, and
I've got no idea what's going on. I don't think half the players have neither.
But here we go. I think that's time done now. I think we're down to the last play on the clock in the stadium.
Either way, the try or no try, that put the nail in the coffin for the APBs. Oh, well read. So last attempt now for the Asia Pacific Barbarians to get to break the seal and get some points on the board.
Knock on again sums up the APB's performance, I think. What a fantastic first semi-final, great semi-final.